I'm Harvey. I've been hairdressing for over 25 years in major UK cities. I've also taught hairdressing in salons around the British Isles as well as abroad. But the work I'm interested in today is a field of work I've focused on for the last 15 years, the world of authentic looking hair replacement for men and women.
I've been using a particular person for many years and I wasn't happy with them, and one day I just got up, looked in the yellow pages and thought I'm going to try somewhere else, and Neil Harvey's name just struck out and I rang up and came along.
James found it difficult at the beginning because he thought I was ill, and after I found Neil and went home with my first wick, he came up to me and he just put his arms around me and he said, "Mum's back in the building," which was priceless.
If I could give someone a pill and make them better and make their own hair grow back, that would be fantastic. But again, this is the next best thing and it makes me feel really good.
Your hairdressers actually give you your confidence, and that's where Neil comes in, and he's been fantastic to me because it can be a tricky situation, the situation I found myself in losing my hair. But he's just always there for me and comes up with suggestions, and we work as a team really, so it is very important.
I feel younger with this one, and I feel like I want to go out tonight now. I think I've got to go home and get my high heels on and I'm out.
My hair was always described as my crowning glory, hence I needed to find something that would replace that. And all that I would say to you is when I found that, I came back again.
The only perfect head of hair is the one that you've lost or currently losing or that isn't working for you. But what we're going to do is going to be the next best thing. It's going to be so close to perfect and you're going to be so much happier with it than anything else you've experienced before.
It does give me a lot of confidence because there's many people who know me and have known me for years and just assume that I go to the hairdressers and have my hair done.
When someone walks through the door and they're suffering with this problem, it's distressing, it's upsetting to them. They're either new, their hair's just beginning to fall out, to thin, or they're already wearing some sort of inferior wig or hair replacement. The main thing is just to treat somebody normally.
He was very gentle, very quiet. He made sure there was nobody else here so that you didn't feel intimidated by other people. Sat down, talked to you, gave you a cup of coffee, went through how you were, how you felt, what sort of hair pieces you liked, what colourings, and then he'd advise as to what he thought would suit you. Absolutely marvellous.
Especially at the beginning, when my hair first fell out, you feel very vulnerable and all the emotions you're going through then. So it was nice coming here to meet Neil, and it was a one-to-one, just me and Neil, and we went through different hair pieces, what he thought looked good or what I liked, and we tried a few on, and that was good.
I think one of the big differences is that when somebody comes to see me, I am actually a hairdresser. I'm not somebody just selling something out of a box. You know, just put this on, this is right for you. I look at somebody and I look at their previous hairstyle, their existing hair, we look at colour, we look at what's going to suit face shape, body shape. It's through the eyes of a hairdresser rather than somebody just saying. But I'm also a hairdresser with the knowledge, with the experience of the replacement side of things. So I think that's the little extra thing that I can offer someone.
I find him very sympathetic to how women react and women behave. I think he's really good with women, and he's incredibly approachable. He's never brash. He's always thinking about me and not about himself and how he can help me and others like me, and that's very refreshing. And also, he's got the most fantastic salon here. It's quiet, and when he's phoned me up, he's said things like, look, would you like to come off to work when there's nobody else here? He's just very, very caring. And you need a lot of caring, and you need that sort of backup, I think, when you've got this problem. You know, it's not a problem that's the end of the world, but it's one you have to get your mind around, and he's very good at helping you do that.
Well, up till now, the general options that people are presented with are the sort of one-size-fits-all, out of a box, on the head. Yes, madam, this is the one for you. And somebody usually trying to convince that person that this one does look great, even though the colour might be slightly wrong, even though it doesn't fit quite so well, even though the style, the volume, the texture isn't quite right. This is the one for you. Or, quite frankly, it's not good enough. No, it's not.
He gives me different options that I wouldn't have thought of doing. And now I just go along and say, OK, let's try it. And, you know, I don't sort of say I want this, this and this. I just leave it to Neil. And Neil finds me something that's a little bit different, which is good.
As a hairdresser with human hair and a synthetic, I can help someone in that circumstance. I can cut them and style them and improve them to some degree and make them look better. And of late, they are looking better. It is improving, but it's still not the best solution to somebody with long-term hair loss. Now we're going into this new synthetic fibre that behaves just like human hair, but doesn't have some of the problems that human hair does, believe it or not. The new fibre, it doesn't fade in the sun. The colour stays 100% through its lifetime. It's as light as human hair, so it hasn't got any added weight like the other synthetics. It retains moisture. It behaves like human hair. You can style it, you can use a little bit of heat on it, whereas synthetic fibres before, you can't put any heat anywhere near it. Because it's bespoke and custom made, you can actually shampoo it on your head in the shower. You can swim with it on. I wouldn't suggest going off a top diving board, but you can swim wearing your hair. You don't have to take it off to exercise. You can go to bed with it. You can treat it just like you would your own hair. And in almost every way, it is. It looks like it is, and it feels like it is.
I'm going to be able to just wash it. Because I'm having chosen a curly hairstyle, I'm hoping just to be able to shake it and then it'll go. I'm also hoping that it will last longer. When I said to my children I was thinking of having this done, for goodness sake, Mum, get cracking and do it. So that's what I'm doing.
I can walk around and see people in a hairpiece, and it can be a very bad hairpiece. And you want to walk up to them and say, please don't wear that, please, you know, and advise them where to go, but you can't.
I'd say just go for it. I mean, at the end of the day, you either curl up in a corner and you don't go out, or you just, as I say, put your hat on and off you go.
Because of Neil, I just feel like I can cope and it's all going to be all right.
I think they've got to be realistic. There's no miracle cure for this. It's either going to come back or it isn't, and it's as black and white as that. There's no grey area with it at all. So just be realistic and don't think that something's going to happen that it isn't.
Don't suffer. Don't go around with lack of confidence because you've got patches or you're losing your hair. Come and see Neil. He can match it up to your own colour, your own styles, and give you that confidence back and live your life.
I've been doing it for so long. You know, I am Neil Harvey hairdresser. That's it. Till I go home, then I'm Neil Harvey dad and gardener and whatever.